Whew. What in the world, boys? It's your boy Big Low Country. For everybody that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate it. First of all, if you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you put a what in the world bow in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. So, here we are, last week of the season. I I think it's like since I was a young Thundercat, I think it's one of those cases where I'm legit at a loss for words. Look here. First of all, got to show love to all the folks that showing love to us. Shouts out to you, Samuel. He said he sure can. Ray 50 in here says Happy New Year's, Big Low. Big Coach and Coach Run. Much love to you, bro. We definitely appreciate it. John Higgins says, Big Low Country, man. Said, I just don't have anything good to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all. Hey, Coach Roney. Much love to you, Coach John. John Brooks is in here. He says, what up, Big Low Country? What in the world, Bo? I hope we win our division. Penny with a hole in it, Bo. Penny with a hole in it. Sherman Wood, what's going on, family? Gene Davis in here. Says, back to the life, back to reality. This is where we at. Three Duddies in here. Much love to you, Bo, man. How did we get here? Well, we are definitely going to talk about that, man. Definitely going to talk about it. So, first of all, we hope that everybody enjoyed their holiday season. Hope y'all didn't do nothing too crazy on New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day. We actually didn't get a chance to come on and chop it up with the coaching staff for, the show because we were actually out of town. We went to the Washington Wizards Atlanta Hawks game. We had a suite with the family. We chilled out there. And speaking of that, I want to give a special shout out to Grandma Country. She actually had a slip and fall while we were up there. So everybody, make sure that you show some love to Grandma Country in the comments. She watches the show every week, so make sure that y'all send her some love. I'll make sure to pull it up so she can see where all the love is coming from. We hope that you get well soon, Grandma Country, and you take care, okay? Above the downfalls is just what in the world, Bo? Time. No, hey man, it's tough. It's tough. Grandizers in here. Much love to you, G12. Much love to you, Bo. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on? D Lawton, everybody in here. Red Swarm. It's a party. It's a party. So it's kind of like what 330 said. How in the world do we get here? And the question is, where do we go from here? We got a few things that we need to figure out. How do we get here, and where do we go from here? Well, it starts with one particular person, one particular being, the common denominator. Everybody from Atlanta knows the rest. So, I've been asked, this is a coaches meeting, this is an interactive experience. The question is, coaching staff, how do y'all feel? How do y'all think we got here? Put it in the chat. Let me know how y'all think we got to being, what are we, 6-9? 7-9 right now? How did we get here? Y'all feel free to put it in the chat. Mr. TR, what's going on with your Bo? Young Watts, much love to you, Bo. Hope you good. Coach Roney in here says, shout out to Grandma. Shouts out to Grandma. We hope that you get better soon. Gene Davis says, sending prayers for Grandma Country, definitely. Tariq Taylor says, what in the world, Grandma? He says, shout out to Grandma Country. Definitely, man, definitely. Ghost Pepper says, get well soon, Grandma. Grandma, we hope that you get well soon, okay? Denzel P says, get well soon. Grandma Country, get well soon. Solidarity says, what in the world, about? Made it in. So everything jelly. That you already know what time it is. Red Swan says prayers and positive healing energy to Granny Low Country. Definitely. Mr. Rustin here says, hey, Grandma Country, I hope we wish you a speedy recovery. Definitely. Yeah. So look, y'all, we definitely appreciate everybody giving Grandma Country love, and we appreciate you putting her in the prayers and everything, and we'll definitely relay the messages. So, Slim Guy, he says, Big Low, if the Falcons had you as a quarterback, we would have won. I mean, do we even go down that road? I mean, it's like, I hate to say this, but y'all know I don't say I told you so much, but this is gonna be a I told you so kind of show. I told you so. I told you so kind of show. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a I told you so kind of show tonight because y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where we going with this. So yes. If I would have been the quarterback, things would have been a whole lot different. Shouts out to my brother Padre, man. Much love to you in here, Bo. Hope you're doing good. Above the downfall says no quarterback. Red Swarm says we're looking at a number 8 pick again. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The Atlanta Falcons got drugged, mollywopped, fell out of an ugly tree, hit every ugly branch, hit the ugly ground, got bit by an ugly dog, then got ran over by an ugly truck in Chicago on New Year's Eve. If I'm not mistaken, I think going into the fourth quarter, we only completed 6 or 7 passes. We finished the game 10 for 29, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, around 34, 35% passing. Taylor Heineke, he was looking incapable. Then Desmond Ritter came into the game after Heineke gets hurt. He was looking incapable. Justin Fields, we have trouble with scrambling quarterbacks. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season with this defense. Then not having Troy Anderson on the field with that lack of speed, it hurt. And then Justin Fields just ran all over the place on us, and he made plays with his legs and with his arms. Now you got a whole bunch of people getting naked talking about Justin Fields. It's the next coming, and then you go from that to Russell Wilson, and we're going to talk about all of this tonight because everybody's been hitting me up from Russell Wilson to Michael Penix. So all of that going on, and then you got Cordell Patterson, one of the most beloved figures in recent history in Atlanta sports, who's saying, "Hey, I don't have any reason to be happy on Twitter because Arthur Smith isn't giving him the ball." Cordell Patterson legitimately held the offense on his back the last 2 seasons, and now you don't want to give the guy the ball because you got a new shiny toy in a Bijan Robinson and in a Tyler Algier. And Tyler Algier made a big, humongous play, and we didn't give him the ball a little bit later. So this is where we're at, Bo. Everything is topsy-turvy in Atlanta. It's one of those situations where we don't know what we're going to do. Players are starting not to like the coach. The coach is starting to lose the locker room. The fan base been out on the coach. Well, not everybody. Shouts out to Padre. He says, Coach Roney, the doors of the church are open. So, you hear that, Coach Roney?
I hear.
Can you give us a hey, hey, ho, ho, please?
I don't do it on demand.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I do it when the spirit moves me.
I'm sorry. What was I thinking? I tried to make you this. I can't make you do it.
Like this is some cheap party trick.
I can't make it
a way of life.
Okay. I can't just say like, hey, do it. I can't do that.
No.
I got my bad. I like, can I get a hey, hey, ho, ho? She's like, no. So everybody's telling me what they think it is. Brent, he just says Arthur Smith and his ego. It has a lot to do with it. Marina says Arthur Smith taking advantage of our loyalty, trying to use the season to get Ritter ready, throwing him in the fire. Ritter needs mustard seed and a prayer. Goodness gracious, that's rough. I mean, but you got a point, Marina. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was listening to that old school Jennifer Lopez and LL Cool J song a little bit earlier today, and I was like, "Well, doggone, this is our relationship with the Falcons."
What song?
All my pride is all I have. Pride is what you have, baby girl. I'm what you have.
Okay.
That's what it was. We had some pride at one point in time. Now we just got the Falcons. And then we talking about, hey, we ain't gonna buy season tickets no more. What the Falcons said: be easy. Don't make decisions when you mad. That's just where we at now. Then we talk about leaving. Like, I know you independent. You can make it on your own, but you better pay these PSLs. You better pay these PSLs though. So I mean, you're right, Marina. To a certain extent, he fed off of the loyalty of the fan base, and he knew that it was one of those situations where, we would be all in. He seen at training camp how the whole hill was full and everybody was out and all rowdy and everything, and he went off of that and thought it was just going to be one of those situations where we were just going to continue to deal with it. Granddad says, "Get well soon, Grandma Country." Us oldest folks have to take care. Or he said I fell down at work yesterday, and people just laughed. Oh man, I hope that you ain't get hurt, Granddaughter. Man, you got to be careful out there, Bo. You can't be slipping and tripping and falling, Bo. Red Swarm says, so what you're saying, Coach Lowe, is things are UGL. Yes, things are ugly. Things are ugly. But the thing is that over the last few weeks, this whole season, over the last few months, Coach Ronan, she's been saying it for a long time. She's been saying Arthur Smith is not.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
Ho-ho!
What?
Arthur Smith has got to go!
Uh-oh.
Hey! Ho-ho!
The spirit.
Arthur Smith has got to go!
The spirit is here.
Moved me.
The spirit moved me.
Spirit moved me.
But she's been saying for a while that Arthur Smith is not that guy. We continue to make excuses for this man. Now here we are. Looks like we're going to have another 7-10 season. And if we have an 8-9 season, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't make any difference. Because whenever you look at all of the decisions that have been made over the course of this season, last season, it doesn't make any sense. The first year, everybody gave him an excuse that, hey, it was his first year as a coach, and he made some questionable calls.
Everybody gave him an excuse.
Everybody except for Coach Ronan.
After his first year, I told y'all that this is what it is.
But Coach Ronan, you can't try to get rid of the man after the first training camp. You were trying to get rid of him after training camp.
Because I told y'all, based on how he was acting in training camp, there were some deficits there that he was overcompensating for. And you don't want to entrust your team in a man like that. I told y'all this. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen.
It's that time of the year again. Brandon Levy just put in the scissors.
Yep.
It's that time of the year again.
Yep.
It's like clockwork. It's like would the leaves fall down in the fall? Well, you know what? I want to sound sophisticated. Would the leaves fall down in autumn? Will the flowers bloom in spring? Is it sunny in the summer? Will Brandon Levy put the scissors up in the off season? It's the off season. It's the off season. That's what happens. Brandon Levy, he starts making this call. But yeah, D. Law says Coach Ronan sure did say that Arthur Smith was going to have to go after the first season. Well, during the first season.
During the season.
Because just the decisions that he made. Coach Ronan.
The decisions. That's what I kept trying to tell y'all. Even after training camp, I was like, he's posturing a lot. I don't like that. At that point, I wasn't like, get rid of him. I was like, he's posturing a lot. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm giving him the side eye right now. I'm seeing something I don't like. And then just throughout, we all remember how it started, not playing any of his starters in the preseason. But that first time he did it, that first year, and we got spanked up by the Eagles at the home opener.
True.
And I remember thinking, like, well, why would he make that decision? That's very strange. Like, that's a strange decision. And then he acted all, oh, man, yeah, that was a mistake. I'm not going to do that again. Well, first of all, now we know he did it again and again. Like, he kept doing it, even though he said he wasn't going to do it. Like, he made decisions that just made you shake your head and say, why? From the start. And he has never changed since. He has never changed.
He hasn't changed. Like, there hasn't been any sort of reflection off of previous action.
No progression either.
And saying no progression.
It's looking like we're going to have another 7-10 season.
Yeah. I would hate to go bowling with him. I would hate to go blow a 7-10 split every time. I would hate to go bowling. But I mean, but you're completely right, Coach Roney, because it's one of those. In this particular climate of Atlanta Falcons history, I feel like it's gonna be forever smeared with time that we wasted. Hopefully, 3 years that we wasted because we hired the billionaire son who wasn't capable of doing the job. I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I feel like we're gonna look back on it and we're gonna be like, y'all remember that time we hired that billionaire son, and he just wasn't capable of doing the job. Now, Coach Ronald, you made an interesting point about Arthur Smith's name.
I was just talking some trash, but we were sitting there talking. I was like, it's crazy. Maybe they're such good friends. Arthur Smith is named after Arthur Blank. Maybe the dads are such good friends that he's like, I don't want to fire my namesake. Like, of course, that's likely not the case, but there is something that's keeping Arthur Blank from wanting to get rid of him. He seemed so hesitant to even consider firing him in spite of all these terrible outcomes. And I feel like, and when they were asking him about letting him go, he was just like, "Oh, he comes from a good family."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what is
and
that?
we heard that. We hear that all the time. Where I'm from.
Where you're from, and that means you're able to dismiss a lot of negative things about people because I know their family, so I know deep down they're probably good people. And it's like, well, we're not talking about their family right now.
We're talking about them being a good person
as a coach. And Arthur Smith, as a coach, that good family is not helping us get a winning record. So let's focus. And the fact that he brought that in there, to me, made it feel like personal. It was personal to him. That he can't discuss Arthur Smith without talking about his family. And to me, I feel like that's just too entangled. I don't like that. And I feel like that causes him some hesitation and wanting to get rid of him.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. So, Coach Ashley, she says, can we talk about Kyle Pitts not putting in any effort? Man wouldn't even put his hands out to catch the ball. And you know what, Coach Ashley is like, the thing is that this has been a recurring theme this whole season. And I don't know if I feel like he's checked out.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyle Pitts is a 22-year-old kid who's used to being in a different type of situation, and I feel like it's one of them situations where he's checked out because he knows, number one, he's not going to get targets. He knows, number two, he's not going to get quality targets, and number three, like, he may be looking at the next phase of his career. Like, it may be one of the situations where he's looking at what he's going to be doing next. So, I mean, I would love for it to be one of them situations where, we keep Kyle Pitts moving forward, but I legit don't know. Shouts out to you, Eric. Eric Red Rose is in here. So, what's up, big dog? What's going on with you, bro? What's going on? Bunny says Blank is being blackmailed. Oh, man. Oh, so Ghost Pepper, he says, I don't think this season could have gone much worse considering we were at least supposed to be competitive and on the upswing. Arthur Smith went insane and became much worse coach than his first 2 seasons. Now, I'm glad that you mentioned that because the thing is that what everybody kept saying the first 2 years, whenever we went 7-10, and we were in situations where we could have won games, but it was due to the decisions that Arthur Smith made that caused us to lose those games. The excuse that everyone continuously made was he doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the money.
He doesn't have the money.
He doesn't have the money to get the talent that he wants. So this year we had a record amount of money in like $100-something million.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it was like 120 or something.
Like 120. Then you had one of the best draft classes that we've had in recent memory. Everybody's contributing from the whole draft class. So you got all of these things going on, and just like Ghost Pepper says, there's no improvement. There's no improvement. One of the things that I used to coach up my team, the phrase continuous improvement. That's something that we wanted over and over. Continuous improvement. A little bit better today than you did yesterday. If you did 49 push-ups yesterday, we hitting 50, 51 today, easy. But we're stuck in the same rut because we're being held back by the coach. And I don't want to be in a situation where it's like, and the reason, I feel like the reason why Coach Padre, he's turned it, him and Coach Ronan have turned it into the church. Into the church is because it's like I'm preaching this every week. Every week it's like I'm preaching, hey man, like, y'all don't see what I see? I'm giving the Sermon on the Mount over here. Coach Padre with the first Superman chat, he says, clarification. Pitt pulled his hands back on that early end zone target. Where they do that at? Hello, I hang up and listen.
Atlanta.
Apparently they doing that.
They do it in Atlanta.
Up 90, up what? 85 north, off Flowery Branch. That's where they do that. So hey, Bo, I don't know, man. I don't know. Mama Mom came in here. He says, Big Low, can you help me? Help me, please. What, Mama Mom, what you need help with? Also, Padre, that's that. Dun-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, Bo.
Dr. Slick said about the Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank. Like, so are we saying that Arthur Smith is Arthur Blank's godson?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody watches Yellowstone. He called him grandson every time he said something. I think that's what Arthur Blake is like. Hey, godson. So, godson.
You need a winning record.
Who's gonna be the quarterback this week, godson? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I mean, moving forward, it's like now we're in a situation where Desmond Ridder, I feel like it affected him negatively because if we would have been, if we would have had a coach that could develop our offense and could develop our quarterback, it would have been a completely different situation for Desmond Ridder.
Now he might get dropped.
Now he might be going on up the road, but I mean those are the things that we have to deal with.
I'm singing to him because he's going on up the road.
Oh, okay. It's all building is leading.
Is what?
It's leading.
I got to move.
I gotta move.
I got to move.
Oh man. Ghost Pepper says, Coach Lowe, are fans still swag surfing and crying at the same time at the Mercedes? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're still doing the same thing.
Swag surfing and crying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. It's getting to the point where they legitimately like trying to time it when we're winning.
Yeah. At least they're trying to do that.
They're trying to do that because nobody don't want to be doing those loser swag surf every week. I'm getting tired of having conflicting feelings about swag surfing. I'm like, oh man, this is so Atlanta. We're gonna swag surf. We don't serve. Now watch me surf it. And then we sit here. I'm knowing that my coach is gonna make a boneheaded play call. We're gonna end up losing the game. Go ahead, Coach Ron.
No, I was just saying there was a comment earlier that I found hilarious. where Gene Davis, he said Dave Ragone was the reason Justin Fields' early struggles.
Yes.
And then we went and hired him as our DoorDash coordinator.
Yes.
Hey Dave, take your playbook.
All right. All right. We go Patty Melt. Patty Melt on 3. Like, wait, what?
1, 2, 3, sweet tea.
Oh man, y'all are crazy. Dante Spadier came in here. He says, "Hey, ho. Arthur Smith needs to be fired now." Like, wait, what? Granddaughter says, question, Big Low, whatever happened to Terrence Mathis? You and him had a stream a couple years back. Any chance to interview him again in the offseason to get some insight on the Falcons? Oh, yeah, I hit up Terrence all the time, man. I might have to hit him up and see what he's talking about. Oh, Terrence. Cool people, man. Shouts out to Coach Mathis. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, sweet tea. It's tough, man. It's tough. But now it's like, and I know that the season isn't officially over. I know that there's a chance. Well, no, we got officially eliminated, right?
There's like I think there's a tiny chance based on the scores.
Saying there's a chance.
Yeah, I think it's like a small chance. I know the chat will correct it, but I believe like if a certain point deficit is reached between both games, then we do have a chance.
Okay. So the question is, what do we do to resolve it, right? I know previously we had a top 10 defense after getting took out behind the woodshed like we did on Sunday. I don't know if we're still there, but the question is, where do we go from here? You know, we know that the coach is a problem. We know that the quarterback play or lack of quarterback play is a problem. But big question is, where do we go from here? You know, and you know, I think this is one of the main reasons why we're having this emergency coaches meeting. You know, like I said, you know, we couldn't do it on Sunday night because, you know, we were watching some team win. We watched the Hawks win. Somebody had to win in Atlanta. But moving forward, where do we go from here? And I want to know what y'all feel and what y'all are thinking, because it's tough, man. Raider Beast is in here. He says, if we beat the Saints and the Bucks lose to the Panthers, are we in?
Well, that's what I'm seeing from a lot of people. Jalen, that one Falcons fan, they're saying that all we need to do is win.
Okay.
And the other two teams lose and we're good.
So.
But I thought Tampa had.
Yeah, so Tampa had the tiebreaker. Yeah, Tampa had the tiebreaker over us.
So even if they lose, we would have the same record. They would still go in, right?
Yeah, from what I know now. Now the question that I want to ask everybody. So let's say we win, and Tampa loses, and you know we score 80 points, and Tampa doesn't score anything, and we end up going to the playoffs, and we get put out in the first round. Do we bring Arthur Smith back because we went to the playoffs? What's up with all the murmuring, Coach Ronnie? What's up with?
I feel like if he was anybody else but Arthur Blank's personal friend, this would not be a question we'd be asking.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's why people get frustrated with nepotism and nepo babies, because they get put in optimal situations and get more of the benefit of the doubt than anybody who would have gotten it, who worked themselves into that position.
That's true. I mean, look, we seen it happen. I grew up watching it happen. But the question is, I mean, I want to ask the chat what they think. If you feel like it's one of those cases where, you know, we should still fire Arthur Smith if we make the playoffs, put a 1 in the chat. Now, if you disagree, and you feel like it's one of those situations where, hey, we made the playoffs and there's something to build off of, put a 2 in the chat. You know, I just want to know what y'all are thinking. Just want to know what y'all are thinking. Mighty Cushman says, he said, did y'all see the Roddy White comment? Da da da. That's a Superman chat.
Uh-oh. What did he say?
I didn't see the Roddy White comment. Let me know what Roddy White said. Let me know what he said, because it's looking like it's one of them situations where they're starting to lose the locker room, or the locker room has been lost. And I've been saying for a while now, I could definitely see it happening, because this is starting to get sad. It's ridiculous. I'm plugging the mic up here. This is starting to get sad and ridiculous. It's one of those situations where, as a player, I don't know if I could trust you. In all honesty, like as a player, I don't know if I could trust the coach. So let's see here. Let me see what everybody's thinking. So I asked, if we go to the playoffs, if you feel like it's one of those situations where we still need to move Arthur Smith, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like we need to keep him, put a 2 in the chat. Because playoff, new season, new hope. I just kind of want to know what Falcons fans are thinking. Grandizer, Red Swarm, Dr. Slick, Jalen, they all say 1. They feel like it's one of those situations where he gotta go. Shouts out to Archangel in here. He just rides up, Bo. He says, man, this crap more than the game. What in the world, Bo? Hey, let me tell you something. Somebody who's definitely locked in and considers this more than the game, Archangel. Hey, that boy take that thing seriously, Bo. Marina, Dante Spate, Coach Padre, they all feel like it's one of them situations where he still needs to go. Slim Guy says, fire Arthur Smith or take the play calling away from Arthur Smith and get someone to call new plays. Yeah. Will Cotton, they all say the same thing. Now Andrew Young is in here. Shouts out to Andrew Young. He says Falcons offense is trash without Matt Ryan. In my opinion, fire Arthur Smith in Atlanta after this game against the Saints. Come home, Arthur Blank. Do you want to win championship someday? Dang, Andrew Young, and he's from Arthur Smith's alum. He got North Carolina in here. Even one of your Arthur, even one of your alum wants you out the door. That's tough. That's tough for everybody. Don't know Arthur Smith. He went to North Carolina. He played at North. Anyway,
he rode the bench at North Carolina. Then somehow got a graduate position.
Okay, Coach Ron.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm sure it had nothing to do with his father being one of their biggest donors.
Okay, Coach Roddy, you're such a hater.
Okay.
You're such a hater.
Cool.
Keylon says 1 it is. Okay. Bernard Cantrell says 1, he got to go. J-Rod says the Falcons and the Saints had the same problem. Neither of them like their coaches. I mean, it's true. D. Lawton, he says 2. He says he'll keep them. I ain't mad at you. Solitary says 1, ask us a hard question. My bad, Bo.
Is this a real question?
My bad, Bo. Oh, man. Andrew Young, he's a fire Arthur Smith. He's a trash head coach. We got a couple Superman chats in here. Padre says the locker room is gone like a Monica song. It's so gone like a Monica song. Hello, I hang up. So gone over you. I'm so gone. That's Superman chat. What do you say, Coach Roddy?
Real Monica.
Let the sun be Joe. I'm so gone. Speaking of singing, we got Uncle Steve in the house. Uncle Steve said, hey, Lo, still have that autograph I Love Desmond t-shirt for you. You left at the bins in September. After trying to sell or donate it to the kids, you can have it back. See you on Black Monday. 1. Bye. Damn. What are you talking about? Still trying to sell that I Love Desmond t-shirt. What? Shouts out to Uncle Steve, man. Y'all go check out Uncle Steve's Lounge over there. You know, he has great content. He's an okay singer. Dun da da. That's a Superman chat.
He's an okay singer.
He's an okay singer.
He's better in the background, doo-bopping and shoe-bopping.
Beautiful in the background. Beautiful. Beautiful in the background. Oh, man. Keelan says, one, keep Arthur Smith after stumbling into the playoffs. It's like keeping a cheating spouse because they accidentally cash app you $1,000 on time. What? That's tough. That's tough. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. I do say that, you know, Arthur Smith and the Atlanta Falcons, they are like a bad spouse, though. Because it's like you're going on that roller coaster. You know, they'll win a game. It's like Arthur Smith, he won the game against the Colts when everybody was just like, yeah, I'm done. People were saying they wasn't coming to the game. Arthur Smith was like, oh, well, let me show you something I can do right. And then he calls the game of his life, comes back.
And does what?
Then he ended up taking our car after he dropped us off from work and didn't pick us up on time. Had girls riding around and like, what in the world, Arthur? Get right. Oh, man. Brent says, let Arthur Smith go to Washington to be offensive coordinator. I mean, he's probably going to have to. I mean, they're going to need a job. I mean, yeah, they're going to need an OC because Eric Bieniemy is probably gone.
Where he going?
I don't know. I don't know where he's going, but I know he probably gone somewhere.
Why are they thinking Eric Bieniemy's leaving Washington though?
Oh, I mean, he should be getting a head coaching job soon.
I thought the plan was to ease him on into the job up there.
I mean, so if he does ease into the job up there, he's still gonna have to. They're gonna need an OC.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So either way, the position will be
Either
open.
way, the position's gonna be open. Now, fact of the matter is that, you know, that would be the perfect situation for him, for Arthur Smith, because he'll be the OC, but he won't really be the OC. You see what I'm saying? Eric Bieniemy be taking care of everything. So, you know, it's one of them decisions. Deshaun Caldwell says, what in the world, Bo? Stubborn or sabotage? Stubborn or sabotage? It's both. It's both. Archangel, I love Desmond Ritter. Oh, man. What Mama talking about Big Low saying like singer Joe Daddy Poe? Like what? What in the world, Mama?
Gene Davis said that Arthur Smith held that bench down like he holds the spot on Pat McAfee show. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Faithful. There every week.
Now the question is, has he been on there recently?
Who knows?
Now, I want to ask the coach staff another question. And I mentioned this to Coach Ronan. I wanted to see like if there was any sort of, if it meant anything. So Arthur Smith did his press conference yesterday, and he didn't have any team issue gear on. No Falcons, nothing on. You know, is that a sign of anything? Coach Ronan said it didn't mean nothing. But I wanted to ask y'all, like, did it mean anything that Arthur Smith didn't have any?
Like, what do you think that means? That they told him not to wear their gear? Like, he knows he's getting fired? Like, what are you thinking it means?
I don't feel like it's a situation where they told him not to wear the gear. I feel like it's one of the situations where he knows he's getting fired, and like he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to represent them anymore.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know how people like be sore like right before they get fired, like they know they're gonna get fired, and like they'll
Yeah.
I mean, you don't feel like that means anything?
I don't know.
I feel like it does. I feel like it's one of the situations where, he knows it's coming, so he's gonna try to be defiant in every small way possible that he can, without making too much fuss. Jared G's in here talking about guess who's here. Happy 2024. Much love to you, Bo. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Red Swan says,
everybody.
Red Swan says hashtag Coach Ronan for GM.
Right, right.
I mean, look, if Coach Ron's going to be GM, since we're going off of nepotism, you need a coach or a quarterback, give me a call.
You can be our DoorDash coordinator. So
Hey, I've been DoorDash coordinator.
Into Dave Ragone's
all day.
I'll never forget when they clipped to him out of nowhere. He had nothing in front of him and no headset during the game.
Yeah, let me get that.
I will never forget that. That could be your job.
Get that Texas bacon, egg, and cheese. Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt plate. Yeah, that thing look good.
Oh, God.
Y'all got any extra waffles?
Must be nice. Must be nice to have a rich daddy.
Oh, man, Slim Style 504 says, what's happening, Big Low? A much love, brother. But it'll be a Who Dat Sunday. Wow.
You know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to pay for playoff tickets if we're not going to be a competitive team. I don't want to be on national TV if we're not going to be a competitive team.
Hey, I'm all for it.
I know you're all for it. I'm talking about myself.
You know, monkeys fall out of trees sometimes.
I mean, you think we can like luck up on a win?
We can go streaking.
Oh gosh, I don't want to be embarrassed anymore on TV. I'm so over that.
We can go. Well, look. I mean, the fact of the matter is that on Sunday, it's like the Saints. I mean, we're playing the Saints. Like they're driving a used car into Little Caesar's Dome.
I'm sorry though. What are we driving?
Driving.
What are we driving? We're between cars. Our car's in the shop. We're those people. We're hoping our auntie will let us use her car for the game, and it won't break down on us on the way there because it's a hoopty too.
We drive the FedEx truck.
That's what we're driving.
We drive the FedEx truck.
Stop. And everybody knows FedEx has issues sometimes getting you your packages. So I still don't think we're in that great of a position.
Man, Doug Ferguson says, order me some Waffle House. Now, speaking of that, does anybody who lives in the Atlanta area, have y'all noticed that you can't call in Waffle House no more? I don't know if y'all noticed that. I'm pretty sure Uncle Steve, he watching, he knows because, you know, Uncle Steve eat Waffle House all the time. But you can't call it, you got to order it online. I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. You got to order it online. Somebody let Waffle House know that we got to call in our orders. I can't do that online thing.
You can't customize it as much.
You can't customize, exactly.
And Waffle House is all about the customization.
It's all about the customization, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Marina said that if we make the playoffs, it's going to be a Georgia versus Florida State score.
Yeah, we're going to be Georgia.
No, we're not. Whoa.
We're going to be Georgia.
Okay, which of these last couple of weeks were we Georgia? I guess the Colts game.
The Colts game.
When we didn't score 30 points. I guess we're Georgia. We're Georgia then? Okay.
Keelan said.
How many games have we scored 30 points? In the stat, like only 3 games or something.
Coach Ronnie.
Since Arthur Smith is our coach, we scored 30 points.
You focusing on the wrong thing.
So we've never been Georgia.
You focusing on the wrong thing. You gotta get that hate out your heart.
Oh boy, it's there. It's deep. It's deep. It's so deep. It's spurring me to preach.
Keelan says, Coach Ronnie, what do we do next at quarterback next season? So where do we go at quarterback next season? Wilson, Fields, Daniels, Penix, Tannehill. Woo! Boy, decisions. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. So, I'm glad you brought this question up, Keelan. I was actually talking to Let's Get It a little bit earlier today. So, over the last week, I've been seeing, you know, the fan base change quarterbacks and the guy that they want more than they've changed draws, to be completely honest with you. You know, some of y'all need to get your hygiene game up. With that being said,
What?
you know, I mean, because I've literally seen them go from, you know, Jaden Daniels after he won the Heisman, Everybody, oh, Jaden Daniels, doing jump. Jayd. Like, okay, calm down. Then they jumped on the Justin Fields train after Justin Fields kicked us in between the washing machine and the dryer. Then Russell Wilson he gets benched, and everybody's like, man, yeah, Russell Wilson, that's the move. Oh yeah, I take Russell Wilson.
That's the ticket.
That's the ticket. In the words of Arthur Blank, that's the ticket.
Ticket.
Like, and then Michael Penix, after his great game that he had last night. So the first question that I want to ask the coaching staff, because we're here talking about solutions. Will Cotton says he's sticking with Ritter, to each his own. The question is, the first question I'm going to ask you, do you feel like we should go after a veteran quarterback, or do you feel like we should go after a quarterback in the draft? So if you feel like we should go after a veteran quarterback, put a 1 in the chat. So Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Kirk Cousins. If you feel like we should go after a veteran quarterback, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like we should go after, a rookie and draft us a young Thundercat, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all are thinking. Ghost Pepper says we're trying to drive a brand new Mercedes-Benz with the power wheel battery.
With the what?
With a power wheel battery pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds about right. And wondering why I won't move.
What's wrong?
Oh, I got the power wheel. Power wheels. I want singing the song.
I want one of those things bad, boy. I want me one of those things bad. Boy, I want one of those things bad. I went outside, what my daddy had. One of the red tricycles. He said, you good? Just pedal. This more fun than a power wheel, son.
Was it?
No.
Wasn't more fun?
No. We went down to Florida about my little cousin.
Power wheels.
We went down to Florida. My little cousin, he had one of the power wheels. It was like a Jeep or something, a Hummer or something that. Then he ride around with his arm out of it and just ride around, drive. Are you sorry, Joker? You like it's a real car. I'm like, okay, all right. Meanwhile, I go back home.
As you're pedaling like your little squeaky bike.
Oh man! So let me see what everybody's saying. D. Lock said he going for Ryan Tannehill. What in the world, Bo? Ryan Tannehill. Okay. Once again, each his own. Dre Murphy said he wants a veteran quarterback. 7 says you want to go to the draft. Wesley Burt says veteran quarterback. Jalen says veteran quarterback. Art Angel says you save money if you draft a quarterback. Okay. Raider Beast, Jermaine Jonigan. They said they both say veteran quarterback. Now Red Swarm, D Lawton, and D just all over the place. D says he wants to draft now. So let's see. Dante Spate says veteran. Art Angel says veteran. Let's see. Will Cotton says draft. Slim and Andrew Young, they said they want a veteran quarterback. Bernard says you go to the draft. Now Padre says 1.5 depends on how black Monday gets. Okay. Brent says 2. Anything's better than Ritter. Wow, that's tough right there. That's tough. So okay. Dante Spade says 1. He says go for Kirk Cousins. Okay then. Okay. Shouts out to you, Lloyd. Hope you're doing good tonight, family. So with that being said, I'm finna give you my opinion on what we should do. I say, in my opinion, Black Monday is gonna get it's gonna get dark. In the words of Coach Ronnie's family, it's finna get dark. It's finna get dark. After Black Monday gets dark, and you go ahead and get your new coach, I say you draft your quarterback. And I'm going to tell you something else. the two guys that I'm looking at, my top two guys, are Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix Jr. The reason why I say you go ahead and draft a quarterback is because Arthur Smith, he brought in two of his guys and it didn't work. So unless that new head coach, unless he has a relationship with one of these veteran quarterbacks already, he's going to want his own guy. Why should he go out and get somebody like a Russell Wilson who is 35 years old? Like, let's not forget that. Russell Wilson, he was old whenever he came into the league. So instead of getting a 35-year-old Russell Wilson who can only help you for 2 to 3 years, like, are we trying to patch this thing up? Are we just trying to put some stop leaking this engine, or are we going to go ahead and rebuild it or put a new engine in here? So Russell Wilson, he can only help you for a good 2 or 3 more years. Do you go ahead and do that, or do you just go ahead and get a guy that can give you 10 good seasons? I'm just saying. And on top of that, just like somebody mentioned a little bit earlier in the chat, you're going to save money those first 4 seasons. Now, this Atlanta Falcons team is completely different from that 2008 Atlanta Falcons team, because we kind of put everything together like that year. And we made a whole lot of good signings and a whole lot of great draft picks. We had a really good draft class. But moving forward, like this year, you got a pretty good foundation around this team. So just imagine if you do bring in a quarterback and a coach with a really good offensive mind, you got some things going on. Now, I'm going to tell you, Penix, he has the best arm, in my opinion, in college football. What everybody is worried about is his past injury history. So, with that being said, do you take that risk and go out and get a guy who hopefully, somebody said, bless you, Coach Rose. Appreciate that, Slim.
Oh, but it just came and snuck up on me.
But it's like, do you go ahead and take that risk? Because we've seen guys that came out of the draft before who had injury history and then they went on to have really, really good careers. This isn't like it used to be 20 years ago. If you had an ACL injury, you just done. So with that being said, it's like, is it one of them situations where we trust modern medicine and get a Michael Penix to help take us to the promised land? Or is it one of those cases where we say, hey, let's go ahead and get Jaden Daniels, who's not as good of a passer, and see what our coach could scheme up. Now, in the past, whenever we got a guy who wasn't as good as a passer and we seen what our coach could scheme up, unfortunately, both of them weren't that good, and we're reaping from the results right now. We're going to be a 7-10 or an 8-9 team with completely inept offensive play. Like this offense is some of the worst offensive football I've seen from the Falcons. I think it's even worse than Joey Harrington and Byron Leftwich. It's terrible. So with that being said, you might as well go ahead, get your guy with your new coach and insert them in what you already got going on and see if you could take that next step. I mean, that's my opinion. Shouts out to Tyler Russell in here. He says, time to go crazy. We need to trade for Bryce Young. What in the world? He said, we need a really small quarterback to squeeze in those really small holes in the other team's defense. You might get him on the cheap. You never know. What in the world, Tyler Russell?
Is Tyler really small?
Is he still dropping New Year's? Like, what?
He must be.
Shouts out to Coach Tyler and Coach Christine.
We want him really teeny. How small can you get?
Quiz 1972 George says, what you think about Todd Monken and Penix Jr.? Todd Monken, possibly just made Lamar Jackson a 2-time MVP after that performance on on Sunday.
Who else is in the race?
I mean, you got Dak.
Oh, okay.
You know, Dak's in the race. CMC, Christian McCaffrey, he's in the race. And I mean, I would think those are
those the top guys.
Tua, he was in the race to a certain extent. I think that Tyreek Hill should be in the race.
Is he not? Yeah, because I remember somebody was saying that he wasn't.
Yeah, he very well should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of the situations where, you know, I would love out of Jalen Daniels and Penix, I'm leaning more towards Penix. And just for verification, y'all could go back and look at some of the past videos. I've been talking about Michael Penix Jr. for a few months now. Like this isn't just because of that great game that he had last night. I've been saying, Buddy could sling that rock. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Lloyd says if Penix beats Michigan, he's going up that draft board. Oh yeah. But see, the thing is that all this season, from what I've been hearing, they've been having them slated in the second round or in the low to mid first round.
The Penix guy?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because of his injury history.
Oh, okay.
You know, his injury history is, you know, it kind of has him struggling a little bit. So, you know, moving forward, you know, I don't know, you know, if he goes off and he wins, if he beats Michigan, he's going to take a bigger jump than J.J. McCarthy would, who's the quarterback for Michigan, because everybody knows that the reason why Michigan is where they are is because of Jim Harbaugh, and I don't know if there's any cheating or anything like that going on, but Jim Harbaugh. Mind you, the guy who I want the most is Jim Harbaugh. That's the guy.
So you like a little cheating then?
Huh?
I said, so then you like a little cheating because that clearly is a part of his philosophy, possibly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly. Yes. Yes. I like a little bit of cheating. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Yeah, I cheat a little bit.
Yeah.
For example, we played Uno No Mercy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody had a chance to play Uno No Mercy, but yeah. So in Uno No Mercy, if you get 25 cards,
you're done.
You're done. Like you're out the game. You know. So, you know, they were counting everybody, you know, they count the cards. If you got a lot of cards to pull, nobody knew that I was hiding cards.
I knew. I kept telling people.
Huh?
I kept telling people not to trust you, to make you count all kinds of stuff. Nobody listens.
Because they trust me.
I don't know why.
Y'all didn't get that Uno No Mercy, man. Shouts out to Grandma for hooking us up with Uno No Mercy. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's one of the situations where, you know, you gotta, you know, in my opinion, I would go ahead, cut bait with Arthur Smith, cut bait with Dave Ragone.
Oh God.
What's up with all the sign?
I don't know. It's just the people we're paying. It's like,
what the world? Now, mind you, whenever he was up in the booth, he was looking
with no headset, no playbook. He was sitting there watching it like you or I.
He was sitting there like, man, I can't wait till this is over.
This was during a pivotal moment where, of course, the camera clipped him because they were like, yeah, you know, the offensive coordinator has to be sweating bullets right now. Clipped him. He looked cool as a cucumber. No playbook, no headset, no nothing. Popcorn, basically. He might as well have had popcorn. He was leaned back in the chair. When he saw the camera was on him, he leaned forward. Like, I don't know. I guess that meant he was doing something. But that was it. That's our offensive coordinator, y'all. That's what he does. So when y'all say he's playing Candy Crush, he's ordering DoorDash, he's learning how to crochet, whatever this stuff y'all are saying he's doing during the game, that is exactly what he's doing because he ain't calling plays or looking at the playbook.
Learning how to crochet. Wow, Coach Rody. Wow. Coach Keyline says, Coach, big lowdown country. What in the world, bro? Look, I do need y'all to do Country Boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button if you could.
Yes, of course.
If y'all could, could somebody give me the count of the like button?
We all have hit the like button.
I
said we all have definitely hit the like button. So let's go, guys. Yes. High five. We all hit the like button. Before he said that.
Coach Ronnie ain't hit the like button, y'all. She ain't hit the like button.
All right. I'm so proud of us.
She supports me so many other ways, so I can't get upset about the like button. So
great job, everybody.
Okay, Coach Ronnie. All right. So somebody said 69, somebody said 78. So that means it was 68 and 77 because we can't count Coach Ronnie's. So if it's one of those situations where, you're disappointed about how we lost to the Chicago Bears, you're disappointed about how this season has gone for our Atlanta Falcons, you need a way to express it. You can do that by making sure that you hit that like button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Our goal normally is to get 100. So if y'all can help us get to 100 likes before the end of the show, promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. Just give me a call. Oh, man.
Somebody, Nathan Floyd keeps asking you your thoughts on the FSU quarterback, Jordan Travis.
Oh, my bad, Nathan. Let me see if I can find you in here. Okay, so Nathan says thoughts on, I guess my whole thing is with Jordan Travis, we don't know if he's going to be back before next season, because that injury was pretty tough, that he sustained, and we're used to, especially back in the day, a lot of players would they would actually quarterbacks would sit that first season, sometimes first 2 or 3 seasons before they actually came in and took over the franchise. But the thing is that I don't know if I want to. It's a new day. I don't know if I want to make it a situation where while we have that 4-year low contract for that rookie deal, I don't know if it's one of those cases where I want to risk possibly him not being there for a year and a half because he's coming back from that terrible injury. So I think he's a heck of a quarterback. I really do. But I feel like we took a risk last time on a quarterback, and moving forward, I know that trying to go off on Penix, I know that it's one of those situations where that's kind of a risk, but we have a really, really good medical team that can kind of look and check and see like if there are any risks for future injuries, and hopefully we could kind of head things off at the pass in that regard. So if it's one of those situations where whatever quarterback we get, we want to be as healthy as possible. That's something else that we kind of took advantage of with Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan only missed 2-3 games. The 14 years that he played for us.
You ungrateful Falcons fans.
Oh, Coach Ronnie.
Look at what you did to us. Not appreciating Matt Ryan.
Wow.
Look at where we are.
Wow, Coach Ronnie. Wow.
You all deserve that, not me. I don't deserve it. I love Matt Ryan, and I told y'all about Arthur Smith. Why?
I think poor Tyler's going through something, Coach Ronnie. We're going to have to call him and check up on him. He says, I was greatly impressed with how poorly we played. Like, what's Tyler talking about? What's wrong with Tyler?
You're looking at it like, man, that was really bad. It was impressive how bad that was. Like, we figure out new ways how to be awful. And boy, are we awful.
Archangel's in here. He says free Kyle Pitts. Look, we definitely want him free. Look, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's hard, child. It's hard, child. What's up, Coach Rose?
Tyler, he's going through. He's done. The team has driven him crazy. He said, another fun idea. Let's get lots of media attention. Let's trade for Travis Kelce and make him quarterback. Then we get Travis and Taylor Swift. Love story. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Tyler is Arthur Smithing it. And look what I can do. And just making up all kinds of random scenarios Tyler, to show how smart he could be and how different he is.
Somebody call Coach Christine.
Check on Tyler,
Check on Tyler. We can't trust Tyler.
We can't trust Tyler.
I would call him and ask him, like, hey, Tyler, are you okay? And he'd be like, hey, look what I can do. Like, no, like, somebody called.
Tyler when he was talking about getting Bryce Young, he was like, you think the Panthers would make that trade to get the attention off their owner throwing drinks into the crowd? Oh my God!
You know they just fined him for $300,000 for that.
He got fined $300,000.
Yeah.
Goodness, you might need to call and check on Tyler. He's losing it.
He's losing it.
He said he takes offense to this. He's better than Arthur Smith. Boy, y'all might be in competition.
Shouts out to Dre in here. Dre, true statement. He said, put it on a T-shirt. Hashtag ASGTG. Boy, but could you imagine what would happen if they keep Arthur Smith? Like, imagine like if Black Monday comes and we don't hear nothing. First of all, I know Twitter gonna be crazy. Twitter's gonna be crazy. You know, if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you do. At Big Low Country, spelled Kuntry. But yeah, Twitter gonna be crazy. But just imagine if we go through Black Monday next Monday and Arthur Smith is still here on January the 8th. It's gonna be ridiculous. I got a feeling they're gonna fire him. Like the news is gonna come out on Sunday evening.
Well, they're gonna try because he's Arthur Blank's godson. They're definitely godson and namesake.
Now, wait a minute. So now, this is like the wrestling thing. Go ahead.
And as you saw, people in the chat were still talking about the wrestling today. But anyway, because he's Arthur Smith's godson and namesake, he's definitely going to try to announce it in a way that helps him save face. So, yeah, late Sunday night sounds about right.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Tyler Russell says, I take offense to this. I'm better than Arthur Smith. Like, Denzel P says, like Usher, I'm ready for Arthur Smith to sign them papers.
Oh, boy. Oh
man, Dwayne Hood Jr. He says draft UGA. Stop looking past our backyard. I mean, look. You got a point. You got a point. Quiz. He says, Coach. He says, can you get? Let's see. Can you go get the? Was that the Tahoe number? Look what I could. He said, can we get some look what I could do shirts? That what you saying, Coach Ronnie?
I'm not seeing what you see.
Oh, okay. I've got it pulled up. It probably just ain't showing up.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. Coach, you got to get the look what I can do T-shirts. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We probably need to go ahead and do that. We probably need to go ahead and get some look what I can do T-shirts. I mean, it might be too late, but if we keep them, it's definitely something to keep in mind. Nando says, what in the world, Bo? Checking in from Facebook. We're on Facebook as well. He says, but hey, ho, Arthur Smith has got to go. Hashtag ASHGTG.
There you go, Nando.
Poor Tyler, boy. Arthur's back. Back again. Arthur's back. Like, what's going on? Trey says, Big Low, I already got my popcorn ready because I'm telling you, I feel that no matter what happens, unless we score -7 points, I think Blank keeps him for one more year. Look, Dre, if that happens, boy, it's going down. It's going down. If they mess around and say, hey, Arthur Smith is gonna stick around, like, hey, I'm gonna keep you around, Godson.
Hey, Godson, you're safe, Godson. Keep doing what you're doing, Godson. Thanks, Goddad. Look what I can do.
Like Red Swan said, look what I can do. Like, what's going on? But you know what's crazy is that looking back, it's like so many people. It's like I kind of see what Uncle Steve was going through, because so many people were talking about how all of this wasn't Arthur Smith's fault. Like so many people were saying, "Hey, Arthur Smith, y'all, everybody needs to just be patient." You remember hearing that all the time?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, y'all need to just be patient. And now it's crazy how it's changed up so dramatically, especially after that last game. But the thing is that it could legit be one of them situations where we could come out, beat New Orleans by 21 points. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why we got to move on, because we can't just keep going on this emotional roller coaster.
This cycle. Yeah.
It's a cycle. It's like it'll be when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. Like, I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I told Coach Ronald whenever I got with her, I said, look, I want it to be when it's good, and when it's bad, it's okay. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be when it's good, and when it's bad, it's terrible. You know? Because I want to be cracking like Tyler is right now. Tyler's going through things over there.
He's lost his mind. The Falcons have made him lose it.
They made him lose it. Oh, man. So, it's legit one of those situations. Yeah, Dre. Yeah, Falcons Twitter is going to be on fire. It's going to be on fire. Secret says, Ritter beat the brakes off of Penix in college. Hello.
D said that if they keep Arthur Smith, Twitter is going to hit like crack.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's going to be insane.
It's going to be crazy. Now, Andrew Young says, as North Carolina Tar Heels fans, I want the Falcons to win championships someday, like my Tar Heels did in 2017. 100.
Must be nice.
Must be
nice, Andrew Young. I personally, as a Falcons fan, would not know. And anyone personally, as Falcons fans, would not know that feeling. So thank you.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard times. We was in North Carolina. What was that, Coach Ronnie? Like 2 months ago?
Maybe 2 months.
Yeah, we was in North Carolina 2 months ago.
We were at Chapel Hill.
We was at Chapel
UNC
Hill
campus.
Chilling out with Matt Brown. Shouts out to you,
Have a blog on the channel.
Yep. So
maybe that's where he found it from.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. So if you haven't, feel free to check out the vlog. I took my little cousin to Chapel Hill. He's being recruited right now to play safety at somewhere. We don't know yet. We just want to bring y'all along on the journey. So can somebody do me a favor and tell me what the like count is? And remember, it's going to be -1 because Coach Ronnie.
I've been hit like.
Her like isn't like, it's not that authentic because she didn't,
So my like doesn't count all of a sudden?
I didn't say it don't count. I just said it's not like really authentic.
What does that even mean?
I mean, it didn't come from like a genuine place. You just wanted to fit in.
Okay. I just wanted to fit in. Okay.
Oh man, Lil Shiesty in here. Lil Shiesty says 92. I appreciate that, man. He says, fire Arthur Smith. Who that going to beat them Falcons? That's right. I know it ain't going to be the Saints on Sunday. I know that.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Oh, my goodness. I know they're going to be the Saints. I know that.
Fire the cannons!
What in the world?
I don't know.
What they got to do with this thing?
I think I'm losing it like Tyler.
Jay said it's been a lot of past statements made. He says, that's been on there killing you more lately. Gone with the wind. Shake your body. Well, so So I'm gonna go ahead and stand on business, right? I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know that first of all, as I stand on business, it's one of them situations where I said initially that I felt like
I knew you were gonna put that picture up. Okay.
I felt like Des Ridder had the abilities to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. Now, it's one of them situations where I said, based on what Arthur Smith was going to do, because I don't know if y'all remember me saying this, as the talent level of this roster goes up, then the talent level of Arthur Smith he's going to have to elevate his game and his play calling to match it. And unfortunately, that just didn't happen this season. He didn't elevate his play calling and get those 3 top 10 offensive weapons that we got the ball.
How can you elevate what's already at its highest level, according to Arthur Smith? He thinks he's already got it under control and he knows exactly what to do, and he's more innovative than anybody who has ever been in this position is. So what would he improve upon?
Well, that's why he about to lose his job. That's why he finna get fired. Because he thinks that, but that's obviously not the case. It's like whenever you watch him in the press conferences, they'll ask him a question and he'll be like, well, I mean, if you look at, what we've done, like people will tell him of his shortcomings, but he'll consistently tell you of the things that he's done that contradict what people think about him. Right? I know I do that myself. Coach Ron be like, hey, Coach, like, you don't take the trash out consistently. I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because just yesterday, I took the trash out. So I don't know why you even come to me with that. And you look over the last 2 weeks, trash ain't never sit on the floor. So, it's like at the end of the day, like, that's what Arthur Smith do. C-Dub, he says, yeah, he didn't have the variables. That's Arthur Smith's phrase. It's the variables, Coach Ron. Little Side says, I'm sick. He said, I'm sick of Arthur Smith country. I'll tell Arthur Blank he needs to stand on business. There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. Let him know. Like, hey, man, you need to stand on business. Oh, man. Pelicans know you in here. He says, ATL going to the playoffs. Talk to him, Lo. No. What in the world? Oh, man. C-Double says, I will stand on business. There you go. C-Dub, he also says, we better not get Tannehill. D. Lawton says, Fields looks like Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. Like, what in the world?
Leonardo, Michelangelo, Da Vinci. Let's not forget one of the fellas, Raphael. He's the leader of the group.
You ain't gonna talk about just Fields like that.
Ninja, rock, ninja, rock.
Oh man, Mike G says we might be going to ATF wild card round, but hey, you legit never know. Also, that's that dun da da. That's a Superman chat. Yeah, I mean,
I hope not.
What?
I hope not. Well, look, I know they've been on like a crazy losing streak. Like just losing. So maybe it's not that bad.
We finna go streaking.
Every time I have a lot of family from Philadelphia, and all my memories. Every time I've gone to, my mother was born in Philadelphia, so we have like a lot of connections to Philly. Every time I've gone to Philly, somebody's street fighting. Like every time I've gone to Philly, somebody's street fighting. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about right now, but I do feel like I'm on the same boat with Tyler, and I'm losing it a little bit. I'm losing it a little bit. This team is just unhinged me.
Hold on. Is this organized?
I don't know. I'm on the same boat.
Like, are people like standing around in a circle, taking money.
It's spreading. It's spreading.
Oh my goodness, Coach Rody. Hey, I got to check on Coach Rody, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know where that came from.
I can't. This team is just they. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this team.
I don't know what to say. Lil Sai said that Superman chat. Jesse need to stand on business. That's right. That's right. Jesse, where is it? Stand on business, Jesse. That's it, Bo. That's it.
The thought that they might keep Arthur Smith is making me sick.
Tyler Russell says everybody is kung fu fighting.
Wah!
Arthur Smith needs to leave as fast as lightning. Oh my goodness, boy. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna turn the mic off. I need a second. I just can't.
So moving forward, the Atlanta Falcons, they're in this situation, and I feel like everybody kind of like Tyler, who's lost it. Coach Roney, she's going through some.
I'm so sad.
She's going. I thought you turned your mic
I
off.
turned it back on. I turned it back on for this. It's like I'm so sad. I can't help but laugh. I understand exactly what Tyler is saying. Like, it was impressive how bad we are. Because, like, I'm just looking at some of the decisions that we're making and the fact that we're still at this point discussing that Arthur Smith could be back next year when he's been 7-10, let's face it, 3 years in a row. Like, I don't.
It's tough. It's tough.
I don't understand what we're doing here.
Denzel says, how did Arthur Smith get here?
He's not supposed to be here.
He's tried that same play for the last time.
Oh, Arthur Smith is in the chat. Arthur Smith is in the chat.
What in the world? Arthur Smith is in the chat. I'm just saying.
He said, let's wrestle, Bo.
Let's wrestle, Bo.
You better wrestle. It seems like all his wrestling buddies become our quarterback. So going out there.
Hey, that's what.
Going out there, Bigelow.
Oh my goodness. Orange juice
Capoeira. That was one of Bob's Burgers. That was that move he was doing. Capoeira.
This says, I need a new wrestling buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Let's wrestle, Bo. Oh my goodness, boy. It is, look, man, it's hard times. Hard times. Wait a minute. We got Larry from the Dixon Way in here. He says, Arthur Smith, he said, if Arthur Smith isn't fired, start a new chant. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Arthur blank has got to go. Wow. Wow.
I can't defend him. This right here, this is indefensible. What he's doing to this team right now, it's indefensible. The fact that we're even still considering holding on to him at any point this year was indefensible.
I mean, so you heard that, like, whenever they asked Arthur Blank, well, they were getting ready to, the media was going to talk to him, and he declined to speak to him.
Yeah, because he don't want to say how he wants to hold on to his godson. He doesn't want to disrespect the good family that he comes from. Do your job. Do your job.
Jay, True Statement said, is Arthur Smith the new Jeff Fisher? Which could very well, Jeff Fisher,
from Tennessee, right?
Yeah, and the St. Louis Rams. He
oh yeah,
it was like paper. It was like clockwork. He would go 8-8 every year. 8-8 every year. So I mean, maybe that's a sign. Dr. Slick, in reference to the kung fu fighting joke, he says if he stays, it's a little bit frightening.
A little bit. Oh my gosh. A little bit. Oh. If he stays next year, based on those opponents that we have, it's gonna be home games for all those teams. Chiefs, Dallas. Like it's gonna feel like a home game in there because the Falcons fans are gonna check out.
Oh yeah.
And you can make more money selling the tickets.
Oh yep, you're right.
With those kind of opponents, you make more money selling.
Everybody's just gonna have an extra away game.
Yep.
Shouts out to Larry from the Dixon Way. Look, man, if y'all like to watch basketball, baseball, football, and you don't like to watch them on TV, make sure you check out Larry at the Dixon Way. Him and his wife, they live stream the games, and they are hilarious. So make sure that y'all check them out, man. Good people. Nando, he says, ready or not, Arthur Smith has to go. I give up everything and more. After, ready or not. That's you, Coach Roddy.
Is that it?
That's you. Coach Roddy like the biggest After 7 fan I know.
I love After 7.
So I'll let you go ahead and read that comment, Coach Roddy.
I don't get the beat.
Ready or not, Arthur Smith has got to go. I give up everything and more. I mean,
got you.
I give you the sun, the moon, the mouth.
I appreciate the After 7. Shout out, Nando. That's some good taste.
Man. Demetrius says, Arthur Smith stays, then we ride. Man. They talk about riding, Coach Ronan. That's tough. Trey says, now we in the scary hours now. He says, they about to piss us off come Monday. I feel it. Man, don't talk like that, Trey. Boy, it's going to go crazy, boy. If Arthur Smith ended up staying. Man. Dre Woods, he says, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crossroads. Tell me what you gonna do when Arthur Smith is by. Who that for life says, my Saints are in trouble, man. I seen our schedule next year, and we not winning not much with DA. And we play Sean Payton. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We are playing the AFC West next year. Sean Payton for take y'all down through there. He ain't gonna play it for nobody else. He's just gonna play it for y'all.
Man, I hear that the Saints are keeping their coach, so at least that's one silver lining.
Wait a minute, they announced that they keeping Dennis Allen.
They said they're keeping Dennis Allen. I know, great news.
I gotta take up on cue. They keeping Dennis Allen.
Yeah, they said they're keeping him.
Say, can y'all confirm this for me? Are y'all keeping Dennis Allen? Oh my goodness. That's off the chain.
They're satisfied.
Poor, C-Dub said, poor Q.
Dre 2 statement said, I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Okay, I think I'm losing it too.
I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. We all losing it. This isn't the show. We don't normally do shows like this, newcomers. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. We all losing it, y'all.
Oh my
G says, unfortunately, we are. I mean, like that, Jesus song, 12:45, about that time. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Is it Dave in the chat?
Where are all the Saints people? They got awful quiet.
Wait a minute. Dave Get Gone is
Dave
in the chat.
Get Gone?
Dave Get Gone is in the chat.
Read this comment. Read the comment.
Oh my God. Dave Get Gone says. Who's making these? Who's making these names? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Whoever it is has watched the show for a while. This happens a lot. I'm not sure who's doing it though.
Wait a minute. Will Dave Get Gold and Arthur Smith, like, will they talk to each other, or are they the same person? What's going on? Anyway, Dave Get Gold says, Hey, I heard y'all need someone to talk to about our online orders instead of calling in. He said, I have connections. Just let me know, bro. I would definitely love those connections because I was thinking about some Waffle House tonight.
Dre said, where's the playbook, Big Low? So Dave, get gone.
Oh my God.
I need to customize my All-Star. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all are crazy, boy.
Oh my God.
Dre said, oh, for real, they keeping them? The Saints got it right.
Yep. Good job, Saints. Good job.
That's what I'm talking about, Saints.
Oh my God.
So,
how y'all keeping that man?
I don't know how y'all keep them. Look, I ain't gonna say nothing because we ain't made it ourselves out the woods. So.
No, we really haven't. You're right. We definitely could be in the same position.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
We could be in the same position. We all just sitting looking at our coaches like, what is happening?
Like, how stubborn you gotta be? It's like if we all keep the same coaches, we the worst division in football. We like, well, we gonna double up then.
Oh, you think you bad? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got an underachiever with a rich daddy.
Like, Arthur Smith, put your stuff back on your desk. Run it back.
Oh my God. C-Double said the Saints standing on business. Oh my God.
Shouts out to the Saints. Standing on business.
Standing on business.
Everybody know I stand on business.
Oh my goodness.
Well, y'all done drove me crazy, boy.
Drake said, right, All-Star covered, chunk scattered on 3. Break.
Oh my goodness. It says right. All-Star covered, chunk scattered on 3. Break. Man, so we had Arthur Smith, we had Dave get gone in here. All the person we missing now is Arthur Blank. Like,
well, Dredd said that this Blank should say to Arthur Smith in his Jesse Powell voice.
Wait a minute, let me read it. Dredd said, Jesse Powell voice, Blank to Smith. I got to find you.
That was smooth.
Oh my goodness. Boy, y'all crazy. I can't fool with y'all, man. Our shows aren't normally like this, y'all. I'm sorry. I think everybody's losing it and delirious. Somebody check on Tyler. I haven't seen him in the comments.
He's left.
I don't know if
he's left.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. There he is.
He's running around in the streets shirtless.
I'm telling
screaming
you.
out Dave Ragon's order.
He did just comment. He said, Waffle House. Like, okay, so he's good. He's good. Oh, my goodness. So Dre Woods, he says, ideal. Get gone because love ain't here no more. Say we waited much too long.
Sure enough, ask where you sipping some White Lightning.
It might be water. It might be moonshine. If you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. What's in my cup is in my cup. Dave Get Gone says, be prepared for next season. We'll have Desmond develop and the Ben's Rocking Bowl. Okay. All right. You say we, like you have a mouse in your pocket, or?
No, you saying we, like you still gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm saying like, you like.
We not the Saints. Get on up out of here.
That we, like you got a franchise on Madden, or? C Double says Rich Decay. Like, what in the world? Dixon Way, he says, yo, Big Low Country, Arthur Smith, so dumb he ordered Waffle House food. It has a Huddle. We got a Huddle House menu. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Wait a minute. Art Smith, he says, one more chance. Big Low, give me one more chance. No.
So let me ask you, with this game coming up with the Saints, say we do win the game against the Saints, but Tampa wins, so we don't make the playoffs. Do you think that means Arthur Smith stays?
I think Arthur Blank is looking for every excuse to keep him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like I don't feel like he should stay, but I feel like it's a strong possibility that he would.
So if we do win, then it's looking like we may have to deal with Arthur Smith another year.
Yeah.
Well, I know who I'm cheering for Sunday.
Wow, Coach Ronnie.
I didn't say anything. I'm cheering for the Falcons.
You better, because we don't cheer for the Saints in this house. Of course. Yeah. You see, I just got serious for a second there, Coach Ronnie.
I would never.
Tyler says, there's a Shake It Off reference about Arthur Smith. I should be making Taylor Swift as the new MBS suite owner. What
He's talking about his Look What I Could Do.
Oh, my goodness. He says Kelsey, Hall of Fame tight end quarterback.
Quarterback, there you go.
Showing us says, Lo, you sound like Omar from Coming to America. Oh my goodness, Dick Sway says Arthur Smith. Oh, okay, yeah, we got that one. We also got Superman chat from Miss Lady T.
Oh, it's her first Superman chat on the live stream. That's
Thank
cool.
you so much, Miss Lady T. She says, hey, to my favorite Falcons family. Thank you so much, Lady
thanks,
T.
Lady T.
We appreciate it. That's that dun-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Oh my goodness, boy. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Our shows aren't normally like this, y'all. Well, I think everybody's losing it. Dave Get Gone says art is going anywhere, isn't going anywhere. So I'm not, but I will be taking orders for the draft. So be prepared.
And we know he ain't gonna be up there strategizing or offering any opinions.
Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. Well, look, man. If you could anybody give us the last like count before the end of the show? Can anybody give us the last like count? Because I know everybody gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Because I got work in the morning. Anybody tell us what last? You remember to put it's -1 because Coach Ronnie.
Did you do done for Lady T?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Okay, 108. Thank you so much. See, Tyler, he put 108 because he know that Coach Ronnie didn't.
Okay.
Coach Wallace Smith, he came in here and said, what's going on with your Coach Lowe? After this frustration with Arthur Smith, they might decide to keep him for one more year to get it right. Well, look, I'm going to tell you like this right here. They might decide to stick with him, but a lot of the fans, I don't think a lot of the fans are going to want to stick with him. I think they might try to move on themselves. And, you know, that's everybody's right. You know, everybody can decide to do whatever they want to do. But I do appreciate y'all for coming on and chopping it up with us. Thank y'all so much. We definitely appreciate it. If you could, like I said, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. You know, we got one more week coming up against the Saints. Let's all enjoy it. You know, this is our last little bit of Falcons football this season. You know, let's enjoy every moment of it. Enjoy every moment of it because, you know, come February, March, April, May, June, July, we're going to be fiending for football. So y'all definitely make sure that y'all enjoy it and have a good time with it. Wait a minute. Dave Get Gone, he gave us a Superman sticker. We definitely appreciate it. $19.99. Look, I guess taking a little bit off the top of those Uber Eats and DoorDash orders. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate that, man. That's that. Da da da. That's a Superman chant. I give you a little bit extra since it was over $10.
This post game coaches meeting after this Saints game is gonna be a show. This is gonna I don't know what's gonna happen on Sunday, but it is gonna be a show Sunday night.
It's gonna be a show.
It has to be. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Can you imagine what the show is gonna be like if we lose to the Saints on Sunday? Because then that post game show is gonna turn into, first of all, everybody's gonna be raging because we lost and we knew it. But we're also gonna be, some of y'all gonna be upset we didn't make the playoffs, and just stuff like, it's gonna be a lot of emotions there, and we're gonna have the same record 3 years in a row. Or if we win and we still don't make the playoffs because Tampa also won, then it's gonna be like, hey, we had an offense, we had a really good shot this year, we could have taken the division. There's so many things that could happen based off this game on Sunday. It's going to be so interesting Sunday night to just talk about it.
It's going to be real interesting. Dre, he says he's trying to bribe y'all now. He said, go home, Dave. And also, we got another Superman chat from J-Rock. He says, I heard we may be keeping Dennis Allen. My song to him is, I've never seen a coach cry till I told him goodbye, Scarface. Wow, coach. Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. I need to call Q. I need to see what's going on over there.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's sounding pretty strong that they're definitely keeping him.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean,
look, y'all, I can't wait to talk to y'all after the game Sunday.
It's going down.
I don't know what the feeling is going to be, but it's going to be nuts. I
mean, it sounded like I'm going to have to clear my schedule for next Monday night. For whatever happens. I'm going to have to clear my schedule. Shouts out to A1 Forever. Much love to my homeboy Chris Tipmore. Y'all make sure that y'all check him out over there on YouTube, man. Making great content. Shouts out to him, both. Definitely. Well, look, y'all. Y'all talk about Waffle House and Dave get gone. I need to hook up because I'm starting to get a little hungry. So I'm gonna need to take a look here and see what they got and see what I can get. So Dave, hit me up.
I don't know why you looking. You get the same thing every time.
You tell my business.
Okay, all right.
You tell my business. Ain't nobody talk about how you get the same thing from Starbucks every time.
I actually don't.
Yes, you do. For years, it was caramel macchiato.
Well, I actually don't get a caramel macchiato anymore.
Yeah, now it's the what you call the thing now.
What is it?
I can't remember.
I actually get a cinnamon dolce latte now.
Dolce latte.
Yes.
You want to get something that's named after pocketbook.
Anyway, all right, y'all. We'll see y'all later. We're not gonna have a Starbucks discussion.
Yeah. You know that's a whole nother that's a whole nother 30-minute conversation because I gotta take out loans from Starbucks. Y'all take it easy, man. What in the world, Bo?